Abolish. Abolish. Assure. Assure. Form. Form. Gender. Gender. Innovation. Innovation. Opponent. Opponent. Present. Present. Fertile. Fertile. Emperor. Emperor. Dwell. Dwell. Chore. Chore. Grateful. Grateful. Fossil. Fossil. Glitter. Glitter. Miserable. Miserable. Portray. Portray. Protein. Protein. Backward. Backward. Translate. Translate. Refresh. Refresh. Tissue. Tissue. Lord. Lord. Remove. Remove. Scan. Scan. Pottery. Pottery. Layer. Layer. Property. Property. Justify. Justify. Polish. Polish. Flavor. Flavor. Ceremony. Ceremony. Relate. Relate. Strive. Strive. Radiant. Radiant. Exclaim. Exclaim. Asset. Asset. Decay. Decay. Administer. Administer. Wage. Wage. Subscribe. Subscribe.